Koehne, WLSN, with your report of today's events here at Colerain Bowl. LaSalle High School, your Lancers varsity bowling team versus Purcell Marion and Bishop Fenwick. I'm here with Coach Hollis Haggard. Coach, give me a rundown of today's events.
Today was another GCL match for us. It was a tri-match with the GCL North and the GCL Central, and we come up victorious today. We had 27-95. Purcell Marion had 24-69, and Bishop Fenwick had 17-85.
That's a huge, huge victory. And considering you had a strong performance this Saturday at the holiday tournament at Western Bowl, and considering last week's performances kind of lackluster to your standards, what does today's performance and Saturday's performance do for your team going forward?
We're finally just bowling out of our full potential. Saturday we bowled extremely well. We filled a lot of frames, didn't have any opens. Today continued into the first two regular games, and we had one open frame, and 5 bowlers for 2 games, and that's the reason we shot 1063 the first game and 1036 the second game for a total of 2,099, and that's basic average 1,100 a game, and that's a good 150 pins better than what we normally. That's what our average is about 150 pins better, but that averages out to be about 210 a bowler, which is pretty good.
You and I talked last week after the St. X match, I believe, out of Brentwood. I asked you what the difference was and what you wanted your team to fix going forward to get better, and you mentioned eliminating the mistakes, getting rid of the mistakes. How critical is it in a bowling match? And for those that are listening that maybe aren't familiar with a high school bowling match or even bowling matches in general, how critical is it to eliminate or not get those, like an open frame or even miss a pin during a bowling match?
Every pin matters. It don't matter if it's in regulation, if it's in Baker, every pin matters. If they leave a split, if there's 3 pins left, they should get 2. If there's, every strike matters. Every single pin spare matters. In a high school match, with St. X, the reason we lost to St. X, we had way too many mistakes, way too many opens. Last 2 times out, we've minimized our mistakes, minimized our opens, and it's resulted in great scores.
So the key is hitting your marks, making sure you pick up every spare. If you don't get the strike, make sure you get the spare, and even if you get the open, keep those to a minimum. Is that a fair assessment?
Oh, absolutely. If you're just accurate and you fill frames and don't make mistakes, those kind of scores don't hurt you. It's the scores when you have lots of open frames, and those are the ones that kill you. I would take 5 199s over 3 220s and 2 130s. It's just the laws of averages. 199 across the board is a heck of a lot better.
Tell us about who your top performers were today.
Our top performer today was Austin Tebelman. He's a senior. First game, he shoots 244, had 9 strikes. Second game, he had 266. He had 10 strikes with an average of a series of 510.
He's kind of your leader of the team, isn't he?
He struggled early, but the last 3 times we went out, he has been our backbone. So shooting 510 today was big. Will Mullen came out the first game, shoots 256, had the front 8, and tore his thumb again. He's got a pretty nasty cut on his thumb from bowling, and something we got to fix. But he shoots 256 that game. We had to take him out, or he would have had a big series himself. And then our last big series was Mike Frankel shooting 409 with games of 203 and 206.
You have a big match coming up this Thursday over at Western Bowl. The Elder Panthers are coming up. You're going to their house. You bowled well over at their house on Saturday, actually placed ahead of them in the holiday tournament. What kind of confidence builder is this going in against Elder, and how do you guard against overconfidence in that match coming up?
After us bowling really well at their place on Saturday, after us bowling really well at our place today, I would think the confidence for them would just be blowing through the roof, and if they just stay relaxed and bowl how I noted how to bowl, it's going to be a great match, because I think we match up really well. They lost a lot of kids, or we returned a lot of kids. Our averages are right about the same, and if we just bowl to our potential, it's going to be a great match, and I would hope it would be a victory for the Lancers.
Your final thoughts as we close out the broadcast. Tell us what Lancer Nation expects, what Lancer Nation can expect to see on Thursday.
I would expect to see the same kind of performance we had today, right around 2,700, 2,800, because, you know, I've got great senior leadership. They're really pushing together and it's pulling the team together. I've got great fans. The match starts at 7 o'clock, so it's kind of a prime time match at Western Bowl. It's going to be a great atmosphere. You know, if you're not doing anything, come to Western Bowl, 7 o'clock. Should be a good match.
All right, there you have it, Lancer Nation. The coach of the victorious LaSalle Lancer varsity bowling team today. They go 2-0. Today they go 7-2 on the season. Looking forward to a huge matchup on Thursday over at Western Bowl. Thank you very much. This is Joe Koehne for WLSN, and we'll see you soon.